Y tenemos al compañero Gevous con nosotros, que se va a sentar aquí y vamos a charlar un poquito con él para que nos cuente cómo ha visto todo esto. Y obviamente la entrevista será en inglés, así que haremos una pequeña traducción. Hello Gevous, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
I think
Both disappointed, but still happy because I know the things that went wrong and I know how to improve from them.
I think this probably will be a difficult interview for you.
I'm feeling all right, so I feel no worries here.
Well, first of all, what do you think is the most positive thing that you have brought to the team?
I guess mostly systems, because compared to last split, I think we are a lot more structured in terms of how we train, how we approach training, also how we want to play the game, you know, like in terms of fundamentals, how do we determine what to play and how to play it. So we have the basic systems, and also how do we do our routines and what is required and what works well.
Bueno, Gevous nos comentaba de primeras que estaba un poquito no estaba del todo contento, lógicamente, con lo que había pasado, y a la segunda pregunta respondía que había traído al equipo cierto orden, entiendo, qué jugar, cómo jugarlo y de qué manera hacerlo para traer al equipo algo que quizá le faltaba un poquito. What do you think you can improve the most as a coach? Like something personal.
For me personally, also based on semifinals, like having more confidence in myself, because I think I knew what to do better during the finals, but I stepped a bit more back because I was afraid to create disorder. But I think I should trust a lot more in my own judgments.
Comenta Gevous que una de las cosas que ha notado es que tiene que estar más a gusto y más contento con su propio juicio, ¿no? Confiar quizá un poquito más en sí mismo y crecer de esa manera. I want to ask you about Jandro. He was giving the instructions pre-game in game 1, and I want to ask you, what roles are you assuming as coaching staff, like talking about Daylor, Piros, and all the stuff?
We're mostly very adaptive. We generally do the things that we think are required to do. If we see that one of the staff members can have more responsibility in a certain area, we decide that they can take up more responsibility. So Jandro was talking a lot more like during the first 4 games on the semi-finals, because we put him more in charge in terms of like, okay, how do we want to do drafting, how do we want to play the game, right? So that I could, for example, much more focus on the structure, how we do things, so being more of a facilitator towards the rest of the staff and the rest of the players. So for Piros, he's mostly data related, right? Like in having like a backup guideline on, hey, maybe there are things that we forgot about, like to keep in mind for the series, like in terms of strategy or certain players or what they played a lot in solo queue. And Daylor is our big advisor, basically.
Bueno, comenta Gevous que el equipo en sí no tiene un rol muy definido, sino que saben adaptarse precisamente a cada parte de las necesidades que tienen. En este caso, bueno, el que tenga más fortalezas en ese aspecto se centraría en ese aspecto. Y comentaba sobre Jandro que él tuvo más responsabilidad quizá en las primeras 4 partidas y que él se centraba mucho más, bueno, a partir de ahí, en la estructura, en las cosas que se les podían haber olvidado y en ese tipo de cosas que podían haber trabajado mejor. Sin embargo, Jandro sí que está un poquito más responsable de eso, pero sobre todo insistiendo que es un equipo polivalente, entiendo. What do you think are the main reasons why you lost this game?
First of all, I first want to start off with the good things that we did, just to stay constructive. Because what I think we did very well is the week training right before the semifinals. Our mindset, we've been working a lot on this in order to be able to adopt the right mindset, because that was all that was going to determine like who would win or lose the semifinals. Structuring the day, like in terms of routine. So at this hour we have this activity, and also nutrition, right? Like, because nutrition is also going to be really important. However, what I think we did poorly is how we structured the on and off stage. Because off stage we were fully in control. People were very confident. We were very clear what we wanted to do, what the mistakes were, and what we have to do to adapt towards the next game. Because game 1 we were very clear. We have to test the waters, you know, like just to see, okay, what picks do they actually play, new patch, so we do not know what they play. Game 2 we mostly just messed up. That was our game to take. 3 and 4. It was really back and forth, but we managed to get back into the game. But overall, when we were on stage, the moment we were on stage, we were overstressing. So there was way too much information being put during the draft going into the game. So it's a lot easier for players to lose track of the game of what to do. You know, so that's why we tried in Game 5 to completely oversimplify. It did work for the early game, but sadly we didn't manage to bring it home.
Bueno, ha comentado muchas cosas en este caso bastante interesantes. La primera, que lo que es fuera de la partida, lo que sería off-game, el mindset era el correcto, trabajaban de manera correcta, estaban muy a gusto, la rutina, ha hablado también de la nutrición, muy importante los jugadores en este caso, estaban prácticamente en control, pero a la hora de entrar dentro, lógicamente, del stage, de verse ya delante de las cámaras, de estar enfrente del otro equipo, la cosa ya cambiaba bastante. En la primera partida no les fue muy bien, tampoco sabía muy bien con este parche cómo iba a reaccionar del todo el rival. La segunda ha comentado que, bueno, esa fue un error en sí, una partida mala, pero en general insistiendo un poco en el estrés que hay dentro del escenario y en un poco la pérdida de foco de los jugadores.
Just hit me if I talk too much.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's very interesting. I have a lot of questions here, but I don't see one that I want to say to you. Do you think the game would have changed with Shiraz?
It would have definitely had influence because Zeres is like a very strong father figure in the team, right? So he has overall very rational mind during games. He doesn't get carried away by emotions, but he can also back up players very well, right? Like he's a great facilitator and keeping track of the system that we put in game during the game. So yes, it would have made a difference because especially like being able to switch out Zyrus and Finn, making use of different champion pools and different strengths, also blue-red side drafting, would have definitely changed, but we should have been able to win no matter what.
Interesting. Comenta Gevous que Shiraz es un jugador muy racional y que aporta al equipo muchas cosas que en este caso Finn no lo haría. Se centra también en, bueno, el draft es distinto, la Champion Pool es distinta también, pero aparte de todas estas cosas buenas que tiene Shiraz y que lógicamente Finn quizá todavía no puede estar a la altura, no considera que hubieran podido ganar a pesar de ello. Do you think the preparation for the match was good enough?
Yes, in terms of everything, but the only thing is, like, I think we could have been. Sorry.
The stage phase.
Yeah, the stage phase is one of them, but also in terms of drafting, I think we were over-worrying too much about certain picks because I talked afterwards with Aranea just to ask, for example, the Nocturne pick if it really mattered, you know, because we had high ban priority on it because it would maybe mess up with some of the strategies we wanted to do. But to me, it kind of felt irrelevant pick or like a relevant ban because people have been dropping this pick already, and it doesn't seem that Matt really thrives off of this playstyle. So I asked him afterwards, and it didn't matter. That's just one example, right? So I think in terms of picks and bans, we overworked a couple things, and indeed the stage part was too much stress inducive.
And the last one for me, do you think or feel like this is an unfair lose?
No, it's not an unfair lose. Like we clearly made some mistakes, and that's why we did not deserve to win that day. Still, in my opinion, I think we are the stronger team compared to Mad Lions, but we lost the games where it truly mattered.
Bueno, después de toda la temporada tan larga, él comenta que bueno, no considera que la derrota haya sido injusta, sí considera que son un equipo más fuerte que Mad Lions, pero al final han perdido el partido que realmente importaba. ¿Tenéis alguna pregunta para Gevous por aquí?
First of all, congratulations, because I think you had an amazing season despite the bittersweet ending. I wanted to ask you about the Corki pick, because you said that it was a new patch and you didn't really expect what Mad Lions could play. Were you surprised by it? Because I think it's a nice counter pick to Akali.
First of all, thank you. And Corki is something that we've not seen at all in any scrims, or no one played it really, the Corki pick, and we were not aware of it being a specific counter pick to Akali. Also, I do not think it's specifically a counter to Akali. Yes, he has a lot of scaling. Yes, it might be harder to kill Corki in mid lane as Akali because of the whole Valkyrie, and Corki has good wave clear, right? But it's still very execution related. I don't think that the Corki pick was really just the pick itself was not a problem, but Nemesis was just very, very good on this pick.
Yeah, it's like a pocket pick from him. And I also wanted to ask you about Finn, because Ulises, one of the casters, said that a referee told him about him being silent for most of the games, in comparison to Syrath, which you said that is always communicating and like calming people. How do you think that he can develop in the future to like give more insight during the games, or what is he lacking?
I would honestly say just experience, because he's a very eager to learn player. He's eager to learn, learns very fast as well, and just the time that we've been playing with him as well for official matches, he has been growing a lot. So I think it's just a very stressful situation for him personally too, because he's a rookie, he's a very young player, first time in LVP for him. Has big shoes to fill, like in Zyrus' position, right? Because Zyrus is considerably, to me at least, like best top laner in whole LVP, and considerably.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of natural pressure on him, right? So I think he did very well for how he has played and for how he's adapted. And in playoffs, like the further the further the series goes, the more pressure he gets on him.
So, Caranete, si puedes, porque al hablar hacia allá no lo escucho bien del todo, si puedes traducir un poco
la
por encima.
yo, no te
me habla a mí sí lo oigo, pero hacia allá no le oigo.
Básicamente la primera pregunta era sobre Corki, porque ha comentado que al ser un nuevo parche no tenía muy claro que podía jugar Mad Lions. Le he preguntado por este pocket pick de Nemesis, que lo jugó muy bien, y en su opinión no termina de ser un counter pick de Akali, porque sí es cierto que quizá en línea es un poco difícil de matar, porque tiene la Valkyria, luego se hace el Hex Drinker, pero luego en el Silent, por ejemplo, sí se puede hacer un poquito más de daño sobre él, y que cree que es más cómo lo jugó Nemesis que cómo funciona el pick, aunque es cierto que no se lo habían encontrado en scrims ni nada por el estilo. Y la segunda pregunta era sobre Finn, porque escuché la retransmisión que Ulises había comentado que uno de los árbitros le había dicho que Finn estaba como muy callado durante las partidas, y en comparación con Syrath era un contraste bastante notable, porque Syrath está todo el rato calmando a la gente, diciendo lo que tiene que hacer y demás, un poco lo que decía también Gevous, de que aporta mucho el sistema, que la estructura que hayan practicado. Le he preguntado qué cree que le puede faltar, cómo se podría desarrollar, y simplemente cree que le falta experiencia, que es un jugador relativamente novato y que conforme avanza la serie es mayor la presión que tiene, es un quinto mapa, mucha gente viéndote y demás, entonces que es normal y que simplemente le falta un poco de tiempo para madurar.
Creo que Rox tiene una pregunta.
Sí. What about next? I think there isn't any competition until January, at least in Spain. Copa, whatever.
To be determined.
What will the team do this month?
This month, right now, players can go visit families. Right. Tomorrow we have a meeting with the staff just to know the future, where we also have like more information on what is about to happen for the rest of this year. So for now, they can just enjoy their well-earned rest. So and then until we know more, that's where we start making plans. And so until then, I cannot say anything.
Todo tuyo, Rox, porque a ti te oigo, pero él no.
Vale, que dice que de momento los jugadores van a estar con sus familias, van a descansar, que van a tener próximamente una reunión donde se va a saber más sobre el futuro, sobre si no hay nada o si que hay algo, y que de momento lo único que van a hacer es disfrutar hasta que tengan más información de cara a poder organizarse mejor para saber qué hacer en el futuro.
Una pregunta interesante, Juste. Te ha resultado humorística incluso, ¿no?
¿Cuál?
Lo de que no hay nada.
Lo de que no hay nada.
Además me ha hecho mucha gracia porque te ha hecho Miliduque. Oye, ¿no hay nada?
No hay, no hay nada.
No se sabe. He dicho, no se sabe.
No se sabe. Guiño, guiño. Ya veremos.
¿Alguna pregunta más para Gevous?
Yo no sé si tenéis alguna.
Yo sí, pero si quieres preguntar.
Pues dale.
Dale, Juste.
What do you think about, how do you feel about winning in regular season and losing in semifinals? Because it was like, oh, Movistar Riders winning regular season, hooray, and it's like nothing.
I mean, really, really sad. Like I said, I think we are still the better team. It's just we made mistakes backstage or on stage rather, and in that regard, I feel really sorry to the players because I think like we as staff and specifically me could have stepped up more in the semi-finals. Important lesson for me, but so at one side I still feel happy that I could learn this lesson. But yeah, I feel really sad because I think we definitely deserve to be in the finals.
And do you want something like a loser bracket in playoffs, in that playoff format, or do you prefer something like that, semi-finals, final, nothing else.
Wait a second, I can do the introduction. Ahora que habla hacia este lado sí que lo oigo. Comenta que está un poco triste, que cree que el equipo seguía siendo superior al resto, menos en Stage, que en este caso perdían contra madrileños, lógicamente, y que aún así estaba contento de haber llegado a la semifinal y de haber aprendido lo que ha aprendido hasta el momento. Ahora sí.
I'm making it difficult, aren't I?
Loser bracket. Do you want a loser bracket in that playoff format in League of Legends when you change a patch?
I mean, what it does to have like an upper and lower bracket in a tournament, like the way they do it in the international Dota 2, right? It kind of assures the better teams end up in the finals, right? However, it is a longer tournament, so it kind of depends how you want to do it logistically, right? So like how much time do you have? I personally like the upper and lower bracket just because more competition is what I always prefer, right? And more games, but maybe it's less exciting. I'm unsure. I would have to think about it more, but indeed, like upper and lower brackets, I remain like with the opinion that it does assure the stronger teams in the finals.
¿Qué pasa, Rox?
Te quiero preguntar.
Ah, ¿quieres preguntar? Vale, vale.
¿Traduces tú?
¿El qué?
¿Traduces tú o traduzco yo?
Sí, sin problema. En principio, habla de competición abierta, que le gusta más por el hecho de que hay más partidos y hay un poquito más, favorece un poco más al espectáculo, pero también estaba diciendo que depende, ¿no? Que es una liga larga, pero que al final, entendido, llegan los mejores, habiendo una fase regular tan larga y se asegura que llegan los mejores.
Con el loser bracket y demás
Sí.
es
Sí,
más posible que llegue el
Exactamente.
mejor, que lleguen los mejores equipos a la final. Hay más competición, es más excitante, pero es una competición más larga.
Que para el loser bracket, para el que no sepa un poco cómo funciona, es el formato GSL que lleva haciendo SL un montón de tiempo.
Y ahora
Se
mencionaba
usa
el
también
de
en el Evo, por
International.
ejemplo, en los Fighting Games se usa muchísimo también,
International.
etcétera.
Se usó en el COD este año.
Eso es.
Sí, pero dice que también depende un poco de temas logísticos, que
Exactamente.
al final es lo que manda todo la liga y eso.
Depende de la liga, exactamente.
Rox, última.
Yo tenía otra.
Vale, pues
Pero-
las dos últimas, estas son vuestras, ¿eh?
Would you like a third place match against Keith, like in LCS playoffs?
If there was something on the line, yes, but otherwise I do not really see the point of it. Personally, I mean, more competition is good, right? But I don't think it's as attractive for spectators to watch if there's nothing on the line.
Para resumir, jugar por jugar es tontería.
Sí, si hay algo en juego que sí, y si no, pues que no es entretenido para la gente. You were,
Now is
given,
the real last one.
you were given the Coach of the Split award, which we already discussed. Who would have been your nominee if you weren't the one awarded? Given that you don't really know, or you don't have the tools to know how others...
it's really hard to say, but like I would suppose RNA because like they somehow came back from a very rough mental period, right? Like where they were dropping in performance in the second half of the split, but they recovered like really great in the semi-finals, and they definitely make it happen when it matters because they played much better than weeks before. So in that sense, I would give to RNA. Yeah.
And if you were only taking into account the regular season?
Regular season.
Elode. What do you think about Elode?
Probably. It's hard. I always find it so hard to determine
Yeah, it is.
who is the best coach because I don't know what they do. Like I have no info on this, you know. So it's like I have to go off of assumptions and speculations. So I don't know.
It's fine if you don't have
No,
any...
I really don't know. I find it a really hard question.
Okay. Ha dicho básicamente que en referencia a la liga regular, que es como se juzga realmente el premio, que no tiene un candidato pensado porque le resulta muy difícil valorar lo que hacen los jugadores y los entrenadores porque no tiene medidas para hacerlo, y que si tuviese que coger uno hasta ahora, que cogería a NAE porque considera que después del bloqueo mental que tenía más o menos más daños durante la segunda mitad de la temporada, que se han repuesto muy bien y que han ganado a el que según él sigue siendo el mejor equipo de la liga, así que en ese sentido, pues importante. ¿Le vas a preguntar predicción o se la pregunto yo?
Dale, venga.
What's your prediction for the final?
Sorry?
Your prediction for the final?
I would say Medlines 3-0.
Wow.
Wow.
3-0 para Madrid.
I actually agree. So.
Yeah, because of the momentum that they now have in semi-finals. However, what Giants has now as an advantage is that they now can scout the games of the semi-finals, right? It's full 5 games. Matt can do the same, but Matt showed a lot of picks that they have against power picks against us, right? So their Giants can maybe pull off like a couple games, but I think Matt is playing much stronger than Giants right now.
I agree. Le he preguntado por la predicción de la final, considera que va a ser un 3-0 de Mad Lions por el momentum, el estado de forma que trasladan desde la semifinal, aunque sí es cierto que Giants tiene, además de un día extra para mirar las partidas de Mad Lions, quizá alguna carta bajo la manga porque considera que Mad Lions ha enseñado muchos picks, así que a lo mejor pueden sorprender de alguna forma.
Well, Gevous, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you too. Thank you.
I wish you luck in your future.
Thank you.